Have you watched the second season of Andor? I haven't caught it yet. Apparently, Critical Drinker, whose opinion I have to say I respect, says it's fantastic. It's incredible. Now, full disclosure, I did watch the first season and I disliked it immensely. I thought it was boring as hell. Absolutely unbelievably. So, I didn't really want to watch the second season. Maybe I'll take a look at it now. But what I do find interesting is this article here from Bounding Into Comics, which says Andor creator says Star Wars series is not a commentary on modern politics. Any parallels the result of the repeating patterns of revolution and authoritarianism. Now I've got 2 points here. The first one, it's very interesting that current Hollywood directors and these types of people are trying to get away from politics. They're trying to say, no. This is not a modern politics, modern talking about things that are happening now. No. We're not doing that anymore. We're trying to get away from that. So some of these people are apparently recognizing the toxicity of politics in art, especially when those politics are like stale and annoying and mainstream and just completely like ossified into just these enormously stagnant, ridiculous places. You're not having new, cool ideas in your politics. So when they're put into your art, which is supposed to be at least a little bit transgressive, it's supposed to make you think. If that's what you're putting into it, your art gets terrible. So I do like this. I like people who are doing this. Now, is this true? Ooh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I can't really say. Again, having not watched it, maybe the parallels are very, very broad and they are not necessarily super informed by the things that are happening right now, because obviously the series would have been filmed before the election of Trump and all that kind of jazz, but they would have seen these things coming. And certainly it would have been written and conceived of in the period of, warring populism and elitism, which we've been going through for the past 4 to 5 to 10 years for sure. Now, that is my first point. My second point, there is no such thing in history as the repeating patterns of revolution and authoritarianism. My main quibble here, authoritarianism. No, authoritarianism is not the other side of revolution. No. The other side of revolution, or at least the antidote, revolution represents the antidote to the problem of bureaucracy. Bureaucracy, okay? Look at Chinese history. 2,000 years, maybe more, depending on who you want to ask. Non-stop cycles of revolution and bureaucracy. Every single one of those dynasties was authoritarian, massively authoritarian. Authoritarian to a degree that I don't even think we'd be able, with our Western sensibilities, to live under. I think it would choke us completely. We would not be able to exist there. I don't think so. Every single one of them. There was never a period of revolution, freedom, liberty, whatever you want to call it, outside of that authoritarianism. Didn't happen. No. What happened was a new power comes in. They conquer, they take over stuff. They receive the mandate of heaven. And with the mandate of heaven, they install their people. They say, hey, this is what we want to do. This is how we're going to do it. And they set up a system. Super top down control. And they keep pushing. Every generation, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And the bureaucracy gets bigger and more bloated. The red tape becomes more and more. It becomes more ridiculous and insane and incomprehensible to the point where As a normal person, I'm a farmer. I'm just trying to farm my bok choy, my rice, my this. I'm just trying to live. No, you got to pay taxes. Okay, I got to pay taxes. It's fine. Like, there's an army. They're protecting me from the Mongols and whatever. I get them not well, but they're protecting me. Okay, fine. I'm going to pay some taxes, whatever. Okay, after 200, 300, 400 years of escalating bureaucracy, just paying your taxes, you can't be a farmer anymore. It's ridiculous. It's insane. So when some new warlord is rising in the east, you know what? He's making a lot of sense. Because this whole bureaucracy thing, this whole crazy top-down government thing, it's not working for me. Now, never in there was there oh man, we've got a democratic revolution. It's the rule of the people. We're going to do this. No. They install a new emperor, and the new emperor cleans house. And he puts in a new bureaucracy that is a little bit stripped down. But at the very least, the people in there are competent. All of the old ones, they've been slaughtered. Their entire families have been killed. They've been executed in 9 generations, 9 degrees of separation. And new people that are competent have been put in these positions. The authoritarianism never went away. There was never a cycle where authoritarianism waned. No. The competency of the people who were enforcing the authoritarianism rose. And then it went down, and then it got down to the point where no one else could take it. So, revolution, we put the competency back up. That is the cycle that's happening here. Now, obviously, we in the West have a slightly different conception of history and the cycles of history and these things. Our view of it is a little bit more like there was a golden age back in the past. Like right now, we would be thinking of like the 1950s as the golden age of times past when everything was beautiful and wonderful and these types of things. And then there's a sharp decline. But now we're not where they were, but we're on that upward track, usually. That's usually what we're thinking of. So you can look back at the Renaissance, you can look back at ancient Greece. They're thinking of, the golden age, of the heroic age. All of these things are a general, normal historical trend in Western historical canon. But the patterns of revolution and authoritarianism, no. We don't have that. There's just not a thing. Now, I do wonder how many people disagree with me because I saw this and just immediately grabbed onto it. But what do you think? Do we have that cycle, revolution and authoritarianism, or is it something completely else? Is it something completely different and I'm out of my mind? I have no idea what I'm talking about. Let me know in the comments. With that, I will say good luck in all your endeavors. Thank you very much for your time and attention. Farewell for now.